Who should be in charge of social media for your dental practice? That's the question I'm going to be talking about today. Hey, welcome to Digital Dental Marketing Made Easy. I'm Natalia Perez, your host. If you're new to this channel, please consider subscribing. We like to share with you the latest on online marketing for dental practices so that you could use social media and everything that has to do with dental online marketing to grow your practice. So who should be in charge of your social media marketing for your dental practice? We're going to be asking a couple of questions that you could follow through so that you could come to a conclusion whether you should be internalizing that process or whether you should be outsourcing that process of social media marketing. Let's get started. So first of all, let's try and understand what social media entails. What does it take to create a consistent brand image on social media that is really going to help you attract new patients and of course retain current ones? Having a good positive social media presence means having a consistency every single week of posting on social media. It also means combining that with paid ads on Facebook and on Instagram and any other channel where you might have a presence on. It also means having the right kind of messaging being portrayed on social media that is going to represent your clinic's brand image. All of those are some of the most basic elements to make sure that you have a successful social media presence. So for you to be able to do that internally, having someone on staff that's doing that, you want to make sure that they have enough time to be creating social media posts so that this person can have a consistency, a recurring consistency of posts every single week. And as we've mentioned before in other videos, we would recommend a frequency of about 2 to 3 times a week to be posting on social media. So what does this person need to have? They need to have some training in social media. They need to understand how to create some graphic design and what are those great moments they need to capture on a photo, and that could be as simple as grabbing an iPhone and snapping some pictures. So here is something else that I think is absolutely amazing in having it done internally. A very important part of your social media is being able to show social proof. How do you show social proof? For a dentist, that is before and after posts. And having an agency do that, it's just probably going to be very difficult to have them document before and after cases. So having someone internally doing before and after posts, meaning documenting them and then framing them properly for your social media, and knowing that, for example, every 2 weeks you need to put up a case, that is a huge advantage of doing it internally. Now let's flip the coin and see what are the pros and cons of outsourcing your social media marketing to, for example, an agency or a consultant in the field of dental marketing. One of the pros, I would say, biggest pros, is that they have the skills to create amazing graphic design. They could have a professional photo session done at your clinic, which is really going to up-level your game in terms of social media and visuals that you're going to be using. It's really going to make you stand out versus your competition. So that's something that, of course, an agency or a consultant can do. They are going to keep also, this is something that I see that is key, they are going to be able to keep a consistency, because what happens internally sometimes is that the person who's responsible is busy doing everything else. So for example, you have chosen an assistant or an office manager, and there are weeks where it's extremely busy within your clinic, and so social media just gets put aside. Whereas if you've outsourced this, the agency or consultant is going to make sure that this is, of course, their mandate. So you will have a consistency of posts going out on your social media channels. The con to all of this is that, of course, normally you're going to have an added investment or cost to having to outsource this to an agency, which is most probably higher than giving it to your internal team member. Another pro to having an agency doing or being responsible for your social media marketing is that they're going to be able to run paid campaigns on your behalf. And let me tell you, if you really want to get results with your paid campaigns on Facebook and Instagram and any other social media channel, you want it to be run by someone who knows what they're doing. Otherwise, you're going to be losing a lot of money and you won't be getting results. So that's something that an agency or a consultant most probably knows or is an expert in. And I wouldn't necessarily recommend to have it done internally. So then, who should really be responsible for your social media for your dental practice? In my experience, it should be a hybrid approach. So you should identify someone within your practice to be the one responsible for creating some posts that an agency will simply not be able to create because they won't be there when the patient has an amazing aha moment and their braces are coming off, and they won't be able to be there to document all your before and after cases or anything else that happens behind the scenes, or even to inform, let's say, the agency about this is some fun facts from our staff and team members that the agency will simply not know. So I think that it's really important to have that hybrid approach, and the agency can take care of, for example, paid campaigns and that professional photography session and that consistency in posting. And so together it becomes an amazing, ideal team for a dental practice. Let me know what you're currently doing within your dental practice. Are you using a hybrid approach? Are you using someone internally within your team? Or are you completely outsourcing it to a dental marketing agency or anyone else? Let me know what your approach is in the comments below. For this video today, I have a freebie, which is a hashtag list, and it's specifically for dental practices. You could simply copy and paste on all of your social media posts. You could use up to, I would say, about 15 hashtags per post, and this is really going to increase the engagement on each one of your posts. I will see you next time, same place.